35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get up. Hey, Cowboy 80. Shot 60. Shot 60.
Richardson going right to the air. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Nice.
Here's Richardson to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
18 Rattle. Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
Now it's Richardson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 13 yards out. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
47-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now again, right side. Burnett. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
And a yard.
Smith now throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing is Smith. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. Go.
Here's Smith. And he's going to have the hook up to the ball. It'll go as a gain of 4. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
70 Lions. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Play action. It's Smith. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack.
44-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this...
Cincinnati score. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Let's go.
They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. To throw is Smith.
That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. at the 41-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go, Rick, go.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop. That touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Smith. They'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Cougar 19.
Now it's Smith. He's got Harrison left side complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Throwing again is Smith. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw, Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
12 yards to go.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14 to 10.
The score, Bengals 14, Ravens 10. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, loop back out to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Bengals. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
On the play.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
And he fires one incomplete.
Number 15, incomplete. Junior Colson there on the coverage.
Ready, set.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Cowboy 80. 79 Bronco. Clear motion, action motion.
They'll look to throw again. He's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
A 7-yard loss.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Come forward, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now Smith. That ball caught by Harrison. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
A 14-yard
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
On 4th down, Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
On his loop for the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Ravens 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
McPherson to kick off.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Richardson looking to throw. It's out, it's loose. And the Ravens have got it. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
19 Lions.
Out of the gun, Smith. On the right side, he finds Burnett. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Ravens take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. He sets the fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Richardson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It's Javon Dexter who got in to drop him. It looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Warriors, 60 Eagles, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Richardson going on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On first down, it's Burnett. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 18, Viking, 18.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Track 60.
Now Smith. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And with it, they have taken the lead. So give them 3 on that drive. And, you know, normally you'd say, we'll take it. But the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Good play and a well-timed run from Richardson to pick up the first.
Mustang 19.
First and
Here
10
we go,
at the
Buffalo
50-yard
18.
line.
Cowboy 80. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Bengals have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive down with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Ready? Hawk 70. Up 10. Pack to 60. Trap 60. Warrior 70.
Throwing is Smith. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Smith now to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Smith throwing again. Oh, wide open receiver. It's Harrison. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Smith. But they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Smith. And this one complete to Burnett. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
18,
2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Liking 18.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shot here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Ready.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
18 Rattler. Red. Warriors 70. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw this. Taking a shot for down here. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great play there. 72 yards. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
The score, Bengals
Extra point by McPherson,
Ravens
up and good.
27.
And that pushes the lead up
Evan
to
McPherson
11.
to kick off
After
for
the touchdown,
Cincinnati.
McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Got an open man. It's Burnett. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, here's Smith. He finds his man, complete. That's Romero. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Ready. Bronco 80.
Smith. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Brings up
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Shot. 18. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Again, Smith. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Richardson working from the gun. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Warriors 17. Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's intercepted at the goal line. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. They picked it in the end zone. They're glad he brought it out all the way across midfield into enemy territory.
And don't think for a second that some teammates didn't tell him to stay in the end zone, right? What he did there, to me, was the equivalent of baseball running through the third base coach's signal to stop at third.
It's only good if you're safe.
And he ended up, to me, this counts as safe. That's a great return.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window goes quickly. He'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly.
That's a gain of 6.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Okay, ready?
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 60 by 6. 60 by 6. 65 again. 65 again.
Now Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming, 4th and 3. They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defense. That is intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
18, take over.
Smith's going to throw it. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run on 1st down. It's Burnett. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 11-yard line.
Hey, middle.
Go ahead. Let's go. Sit hard. Yeah. Go. Hey. You. 180. One shot. Sit up.
Jackson to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
180.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sutton. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Go right here.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to win this football game. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now he's loose at the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And it's 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. Past the 20. 5.
It's a pickup of 44 yards.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Cincinnati, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.